Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. On today's episode of Bata Banta, we feature Peace Andoh. Peace Andoh is a World Championship in Shoemaking 2022 finalist. He's from the beautiful country of Ghana, and we had the opportunity of asking him a few questions.
So my first question to you will be, how did you get involved in shoemaking? And what has the experience been like since you got started with shoemaking?
If you ask me how I got involved with shoemaking, I would say it's like I knew I'll even become a shoemaker one day, but it all lands at the passion I developed when I was very young. During my childhood, I was into craft, not necessarily shoemaking, but I was into general craft. Anything I find my hands on that is craft, I'll just deliver. But I developed the passion for shoemaking and leather craft only when I was growing up. Then I knew that was my calling. So, if you ask me, I would say it's all about the passion that I developed for leather works and shoemaking. Shoemaking has been my everything. It has been the only occupation that has been keeping me moving forward. The joy and the passion that I get each time I sit down to create is so overwhelming, and I'm so attached to shoemaking that I don't think I can even work in any frame apart from shoemaking frame. So shoemaking is actually my backbone.
Brilliant. So shoemaking is like a backbone. Brilliant. So let's talk about your brand, Doobie brand, and the fact that you make bespoke shoes. So talk to us, what's the process for making a pair of Doobie branded bespoke shoe? And if I wanted one, what will the process of ordering it be like?
Yeah, I make bespoke shoes, and for me, bespoke means doing what your client wants. Yeah, so before I can start making I can start the process of making bespoke shoes, I think the first thing I need to do is to get the client fit specifications, basically the measurement of the feet. So if I get that, then I start from there, then the whole process follows.
So you were a finalist at the World Championships in shoemaking, which I think is a very, very impressive feat. You were the only African also in that competition. Can you just talk to our viewers a bit about what the process of getting to the finals of that competition was like, and just talk to us about your competition shoe?
Well, thank you for asking this question. It all started when I started having a chat with world number 4 in the World Championship in Shoemaking 2019, Mr. Victor Voop. Greetings, sir. When he was asking me where I learned shoemaking, then I told him I learned shoemaking in Ghana, in West Africa. So he started briefing me about the World Championship in shoemaking, how he got registered and all those stuff. So he told me, from what he has been seeing on my Facebook page, he thinks that I qualify to be in the World Championship. So he gave me the gist and everything that I needed to know about the World Championship. So I got registered in the World Championship. Then in 2020, because of the COVID-19, it was being postponed to 2021. Then still the pandemic was very tragic, so it still had to be postponed to the following year, which was 2022 on May 7th. So it was through Mr. Victor Voop that I was registered into the World Championship in shoemaking, because he has been following me for a long time. Then he gave me the courage. I didn't have that courage, even though I was making handwritten shoes, and we were given specifications for the shoes to be done. I think we were given burgundy leather or reddish brown, then silk lining, then it should be a leather sole. Then all decorative purposes were needed, even though it weren't going to attract any marks, but it was also needed. Yeah, then the shoe should be UK size 42 left the last. Yeah, I think so. So my shoe had this it had this upper stitched by my hands. Then it had a chain sewing just at the top edge, yeah, where the curvature is. Yeah, it had a chain sewing there. Then I think the sole of but the shoe had a very narrow waist. Then it had this dent on the heel. It has some two dents on the heel. So I think that was the only thing. Then the wet sewing too. I think I also did the chain sewing at the wet sewing. Yeah. So I think that was my competition shoe specifications. That's what I can remember for now. But I think the shoe was still returned back to me in Ghana. So one word I would tell young and upcoming shoe. Even though I'm also young, I'm still learning. But one word that I have for we all is that before you can learn anything or before you can achieve anything in life, I think you need to persevere. Without perseverance, you can go far in whatever you want to achieve. You know. So I remember when I left my job for almost 9 months, 6 to 9 months. Then I was trying to develop myself in the English traditional shoemaking. Like it took me. Some of my friends even discouraged me. Then I wasn't discouraged because I knew where I wanted to go and my destination. So I never listened to external voices. I listened to my inner voice. So I did what I thought I should have done. So today, this is how far my perseverance has brought me to. So one word I would use for all shoemakers, they should not give up. Don't give up. Try to develop yourself. Don't just what you're having is not enough. You can do more than you're doing. So just persevere and move forward. Life perseverance does not kill. So just persevere and move forward. Well, my ordering process is takes quite a long time because I need to get your feet measured, then create a last for you, then I start making samples of shoes for you to wear, then finally I come back to the main shoe. So it takes quite a long time, at least a month or two to get a bespoke shoe done, then I deliver. You can order my shoes on Facebook and on my Instagram pages because that's where I normally make sales. So for now, that's my only channel of making all this. Also, call my numbers that I'll put on the screen for you to make your orders. Just give me a call, then I'll get your shoe done for you.